I've spent so very long finding out what I don't want and therefore what I do want in terms of a relationship that I have a very clear picture of the partner and relationship that I want. It gives me great pleasure to daydream about this. Sometimes it seems so clear I could reach out and touch them or pick up the phone and call them. On the other hand, the relationship in my imagination is so perfect and wonderful, I don't see how that person in partnership could possibly exist. Well, I've spent so much time mentally crafting my ideal relationship that I've crafted it right out of the realm of reality what to do. Do you think that you've made a person so perfect that you don't think that this perfect person exists? Or have you made this person so perfect that you don't feel mutual about your ability to attract? In either case, some adjustment is in order. This falls in the category of trying too hard. Really, friend, if you're taking pleasure from this imagery, it's helping you. It's the scrutiny here that's causing the split energy. In other words, there was no split energy. I knew what I didn't want, I knew what I did want, and so I have a clear picture of my partner that I want. And I take great pleasure and I daydream about this. And it's so clear I could reach out and touch them or pick up the phone and call them. That all feels so good, no split energy. On the other hand, you say as you deliberately introduce split energy, how can someone that wonderful exist? Or how could I attract someone that wonderful? That's the part that you want to omit from this game that you're playing. Can be or do or have whatever you want. One day, someone was in the hot seat and they were describing to us, they were visualizing in their mind. And this person said, I see myself walking down the beach. It was the opposite of that. This person said, I see my perfect partner walking down the beach. Beautiful in this way, and this way, and this way, and this way. Wind blowing, hair blowing, clothing blowing, ocean waves. It went on for quite a while. It was really a beautiful vision. And then we interrupted and said, are you in there? Are you in the vision? Reach out. Take hold of their hand. Put your arm around their waist. Sit in the sand. Give them a kiss. Put yourself in the picture. Put yourself in the picture. Make it mutual. Sometimes, every week, in fact, there are many, many relationship questions. And the most often question from you is, I want a partner and I don't have one. That's the most often statement. And how can I attract a partner? And sometimes you describe, but mostly you just say, how can I attract this partner? And we want to say in a way that you can really hear it. Make a decision that that's what you want. Make a decision that that's what's happening. Make a decision that that's what you're doing. Make a decision that that's what you're going to do. Instead of explaining endlessly all the things you're doing and it's still not here. That's not a decision. That's indecisive. Be decisive. Watch yourself in your decisions. Play with the emotional scale and watch how it feels to be decisive. Watch how you feel to decide something. Because until you decide, you're not lined up with yourself. And because the law of attraction is so precise, when you're not lined up with it, then the feeling's mutual of every potential partner. You have to let yourself into that vision. You have to see yourself living this that you want to live. Make it feel real to you and stop telling the story of the absence of things that you want. Mostly, and of course it's not always true, but mostly when you're hungry, you just don't walk around for days on end talking to yourself and others about how hungry you are. You usually make a decision and you get something to eat. And we know that seems like a silly comparison, but watch yourself in the making of decisions. I hear you making some decisions. I can hear a lot of you making some decisions. Sometimes you shout it with an affirmation. Here is the only thing that you haven't known before, that you now know, that's going to make a difference as you make these decisions. Pay attention to which end of the scale you're on when you make it. And if you keep working yourself up the scale and then you make your decision from feeling contentment and hopefulness and optimism and positive expectation, your decisions go so far when you decide from that emotional basis. But don't decide when you're lonely, and don't decide when you're angry, and don't decide when you're worried.